All right.
The Rock and Doc Show. Let's go.
That's right.
Are you starting with the song?
Well, I will when the match starts. This is just screwing around for right now.
Cool. Got my ice cream. Got my joint. I'm good.
Oh, that was close. I gotta go higher though. I'm following my rockets with the admin cams so that way I can show people. I can see they can see
So
them
what?
get hit. I'm following my rockets with the admin cam.
You're so fun. You're shooting a rocket, then going in and
Yep.
chasing it.
Oh, I'm still a little high.
What are you trying to hit?
Everyone at HQ2.
Where are you?
HQ3. Oh, I hit someone. Who did I hit? That was either Flappy or Huge Ass. I didn't kill him, but I hurt him. Oh, it was Flappy. He is got a med kit out right now. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, it hit the tree. Such a small window. How did that not hit them?
Kevin. Kevin. How are you not seeing this guy, Kevin? Kevin. Kevin. And you killed him. Kevin fucked him up. That's crazy. Something that I'm doing wrong? Or do you have to switch something? You... This freaking guy. That's crazy. Okay, let's go. Ladies and gentle bitches. Just kidding, guys. I haven't finished this. Yeah, I'm not mentally prepared yet. I need a minute here. Yeah, I should have my camera just on you, fucking trying to admin cam your own rocket snipes. Are you over there? Hold on, I'm coming over here. Don't shoot it yet, hold on. Coming. Alright, baby girl. Do it up. I can't even see it. That's crazy. Let me see. Oh, I just saw where it hit, though. I just saw where it... That's crazy. Hold on, let me go over here, try from this angle. Alright. Yeah, now I'll be able to see it. That's nuts. It's not letting me ping. Nope. Too high. That was a little bit higher. Although, technically speaking, you were super close to getting huge ass in the head. Hold on, my admin cam was messed up. There we go. Oh, yep, there we go. Alright, get that music ready. What? They can hear me, but they can't hear you again?
Hello? How about now, gents? How about now?
Something up.
How about now, gents? Oh, I'm hearing yeses. Yes. You there, Rock?
I'm here.
Alright, let me just do one quick check with Jones. How about now? I saw someone say a message they could hear me, but I don't know if they can hear you now.
Let's see.
Oh, Chief says, all good. We are good to go. In that case, Well, welcome to the Rock and Doc Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. We got a fun one tonight. 9PZ versus Pathfinders. It is going to be an interesting Tuesday night in a 35v35 match on Elsenborn Ridge. Looks like we have dugout tanks as the midpoint here for this match. Everybody's working their way up to that second line, and let's get this going. Doc, how you doing tonight? You ready for this?
I am so ready for this. It's been 2 weeks, I think, since you've been able to stream with me, and I am so glad you're back, man.
You're right.
So glad
you're
back.
No, it's going to be fun. I'm excited. The last time we were out here, it didn't look so good for 9PZ, but I'm hoping we can have a turn of events here, and let's get these guys going. It's going to be a fun night. We got everybody getting up to this line. Got our tanks getting up there.
Alright, let's see. I'm seeing only one.
We got Commander Chass at the helm tonight. Very excited to see what he can do with the reserve team.
I'm only seeing one transport truck here for the Pathfinders up at the warm-up line.
Oh, you know what? Let me get
and
over
it
here.
is a full truck. I hope we get a rocket snipe. I hope we get some rocket snipes here.
Interesting. Are they? Which HQ are they coming out of?
Looks like they're coming out of the middle HQ here.
Oh,
HQ2. They've got their recon. They've got everything coming out of HQ2. They've got their recon. They've got their Lux, and their transport truck all coming up.
Doc, they got 11 guys in this fucking transport truck right here. Holy cow! And both their tanks rolling up. They got their recon tank leading the way for their P4. Let's see who can get to this midpoint first here.
They are avoiding the main road, though, so that might help them with the trees. It is definitely hard to get a rocket snipe in these trees.
Now, the way 9PZ is coming down the hill here, they may actually have a chance to get a little bit of a shot. It's going to have to be one hell of a shot, though. Already got a squad lead jumping out. They got a few guys jumping out a little early. Interesting. They got a few squad leads jumping out early. I wonder what the game plan is there.
Will to Survive says, I want to survive, so he jumps out early. Drops drops a OP right here. Okay. And the truck is now empty. Minus 1 or 2, no, 6 passengers still.
Oh, interesting. Pathfinders, a lot of them jumped out in the trees. Oh, wow. They got their whole team right on the strong point.
Pushing that center point hard.
They bum rushed it completely.
Looks like Ginger Squatch. Oh, I think Artie just absolutely destroyed him.
Did Artie?
Yep, that was Artie.
Did Artie get at 9PZ?
9PZ
I believe 9PZ lost a few squad leads there. Pathfinders looks like they're going to take the strong point pretty cleanly.
Oh, we got a transport truck next to another transport truck here.
9PZ is pushing in from the east here.
Frenchie gets that. I like how 9PZ is already getting up on both sides. Pathfinder's definitely just rushed everybody to the middle. But 9PZ is spreading out quite a bit.
They're going for the early cap, but the way this is looking, if 9PZ pushes in, then they're going to be able to take a slowly cap back pretty quickly here. They're going to have to win some gunfights as they reach in. Hopefully this Artie coming down is going to be able to get a few guys in. They have their recon tank coming in.
Pathfinder's recon tank
on
is
their strong point.
Right at the back.
And they have a P4 actually rolling up, kind of creeping in behind it where the infantry got dropped off in the beginning.
Where is the 9PZ tankers right now?
9PZ's Jumbo, or excuse me, Sherman, they actually should have a sightline, to be honest with you. In just a second here, this P4. They should be able, if their spotter has good eyes, then they'll be able to see it and get a shot off. There's no way this P4 has any eyes.
Looks like Chassis already marked it as well. And butt plug shooting people out of the trees.
Alright, so the Sherman has got pretty good cover here. It's going to be really tough for him to see that P4. I don't think he's got a sightline on him.
Huge ass with a rocket snipe that is ineffective. So Pathfinders does take midpoint, but I do like the heavy presence to the east.
Oh, this is Bullet's got a machine gun sight line, but he's not really using it too much here. Maybe he doesn't have the sight line that I think he does. Oh yeah, he's got it blocked off. It's a little too low.
Oops.
Pathfinders is a lot less in the strong point now. They did push up, but 9PZ's got a good little push here coming in through the trees.
Down.
Looks like what's going to save Pathfinders would be these tanks sitting in here. Hopefully that Sherman can get its eyes on that P4 here, or this recon tank. Now that recon tank is just sitting. I lost eyes on the P4 actually.
P4 is still on the point, over on the western side of the point, in the stronghold still.
Oh yep, right in front, both literally right here.
Both recon and P4 sitting right there. Tanks definitely need to be taken out if they want to try and take this point.
This Sherman is not going to have a sight line. However, the problem is now they're going to be spotted out by this recon team. And they have an AT guy actually flanking right now, hoping for a shot. Is Dementia going to be able to shut this AT guy down before he even gets the chance to get near this tank?
Nope.
Oh, Dementia goes down.
To Pusak.
Now the problem is here is that AT has a pretty clean walk-in. Oh, the Sherman's moving up. It's got a couple guys near him. They did just get pinged. They pinged out the P4.
Just a quick look at the map right now. It looks like 9PZ has 3 Garys up. 1 at the blue line, 2 back on Elsenborn Ridge.
9PZ's also starting to lose Elsenborn Ridge. Pathfinders is going for a huge push here. Well, decently huge push. They've got 6 or 7 guys now in 35s. You know, when you only have what, 18 or 19 infantry.
Well, Pathfinder's recon tank is also pushing up right now. So those tanks are definitely causing a little bit of trouble because nobody has taken them out yet. Tonka is close, but he looks like he's only got a satchel. I doubt he's going to be able to keep up with the recon tank. Although it stopped if he would... Nope.
Now, Doc, they have a recon tank and a Lux inside Elsenborn Ridge. If 9PZ doesn't get guys back here to take out these tanks, they may lose this point pretty quickly. The infantry is getting wiped out.
Oh, one shot on the Lux by Minimal.
One shot on the Lux, yep.
Don't miss the second one, Minimal.
Oh, he's showing its ass.
Don't you miss it. Oh, and he goes right over top. That's what you get for trying to kick Rockpile. That's what you get for trying to kick Rockpile.
Oh, was that him? Oh,
that was him. That was Minimal Moon.
You shouldn't have tried to kick me.
See? Missing your shots now.
I'll tell you what, it would have been interesting if he had actually turned around and seen that recon tank, because he could have taken that out with one shot. He had face on it. Oh, and now the P4 is pushing up. Oh boy, they have 3 tanks coming in on Elsenborn Ridge.
Recon takes 1 shot by Colton.
Now this will be interesting because the Jumbo or the Sherman and the recon tank for 9PZ are going to be flanking in behind these tanks. I'll tell you what, if they see this P4 here, this will be really interesting.
The recon took 1 rocket by Colton, but the P4 came from behind and wiped him right out. And now it looks like the recon is getting repaired.
Sherman is actually completely... I'm not really sure what he's doing, to be honest with you, but it looks like he's leaving the point and wrapping around to go to attack.
Doing a little wraparound.
Yeah, he's doing a little wraparound here, but he's going to attack, it looks like. Little does he know the P4 is... He actually, if he turned around and went up the hill, he'd be able to take its ass out. He's starting to turn. Maybe they finally called it out. I don't know if someone called out this P4, but I'll tell you what, that's because this Sherman is on a garrison that he just took down. They had a red line garrison right here that they were pushing off of. If 9PZ can win some gunfights, which it looks like they're not.
3 go down right in the middle of Elsenborn.
Oh, they satcheled the light tank? Are they going to be able to take this guy out before he takes the satchel off? They will not be. He got the satchel off.
Strafing run does not seem very effective.
I'll tell you what, that was an interesting play by Pathfinders to send 3 of their first spawn tanks right into their 4th point. And it paid off as Pathfinders take the 4th point.
And Colton finally takes the recon. Yep. It was the recon,
They did just lose 1. And it sounds like our Sherman here is engaging the P4. He's not. I'm gonna be honest with you, Doc. I'm not really sure what this medium Sherman's doing here. There is a slow cap back here. It looks like the Jumbo or the Sherman's trying to wrap around to get sightline on Elsenborn.
9BZ is definitely trying to get after this P4.
If he had just turned right in, he could have taken out this P4.
Already some cap weight pressure back here on gun battery. And that's
you wouldn't believe it. They're already going for the 5th point, too.
And it's that Lux in the recon tank. Yet again. And the Lux goes down. The Sherman, I believe, took that out wherever you're at.
So the P4 is actually flanking the Sherman right now. This is going to be an interesting play here, Doc. If you can see on map edge here, if you look at our Sherman here, it is about to get completely flanked. Actually, what we didn't see here is that 9PZ got up a garrison right up in front of this P4, which is driving right into it. Holy cow, there's a lot of infantry here. They got 2 AT guys. Are they going to be able... 3 AT guys. Are they going to be able to take this P4 down? They have 1 sneaking behind. They have a lot... Pathfinders have a lot of infantry on Elsenborn Ridge. If they get up here, they would realize that this P4 is about to get taken down by some 9PZ AT.
Yep. And there's some friendly fire by Colton.
Yep, and they got it. P4 is down. Ginger did go down, but they got the P4.
I believe Pathfinder still have the recon tank up. Last time I saw it, it was... Here it is. Still roaming around gun battery here. Actor Jack is right next to it. Hopefully he's got a rocket with him. And he does. Actor Jack takes it down, but he's got a sniper right on his ass, and he gets taken out. But Butt Plug saves the day.
There was someone in the game on our side that should not have been in the game. I'm not sure how they even got the password.
I saw that, and I voted to kick.
Yep, I kicked.
Alright, so it looks like 9PZ has finally eliminated the tank issue. Now they're going to have to push back to retake Elsenborn.
I'll tell you what, Pathfinders has their entire infantry. I mean, their entire infantry on Elsenborn Ridge.
But now that their tanks are down, it would be a really good idea if 9PZ could get their tanks together for a push here. There's a lot of cover, however.
They still got a recon tank, yep, and a medium. I'll tell you what, they're gonna have to take this back before they get those heavies up.
What
they don't take this back, and Pathfinders gets their heavies up.
Take this back, or did you say tank this back?
Aha! I'll tell you what, they better do it quick. They're kind of hugging map edge here. I see what they're doing. It seems like 9PZ is starting to circle in. However, Pathfinders still do have a good amount of guys on their point. Oh, Shorts has a nice MG spot, and they just took out their entire west side of Pathfinder's team.
Which is great. If Seth Nasty can get in that building and take over that building, that's a key building to have for this point. If they can get an MG up in the same building that Seth Nasty is in, they have an entire...
9PZ starts the cap, and I'll tell you what, the way this is looking, if they're able to get a garrison down, take out an OP or two. The garrison's right here. Can they get up to it? Oh, man. However, now 9PZ does have eyes on the garrison. They did lose a good chunk of their guys. However, now they know where the garrison is. Dogwater is sneaking in behind. Can he get over there and do something about this? With a good kill. If he looks right to his left,
Look left, Dogwater. Look
Dogwater
left,
and the sniper
Dogwater.
do not see each other. You wouldn't believe it.
Oh, I believe. Yep,
There
Dogwater sees
he got
it.
him.
Now is he
Dogwater
going for the
get to
Gary?
this garrison?
I don't think he. Do they know? He's right next to it. I don't. Oh, he knows now.
He took out a few. They got him. Now
They
9PZ
definitely.
slowly moving in though.
It was never marked, so I do believe they now know that the garrison is there.
Oh, you got to get that kill. Who is that? Bullet. That's a big kill, Bullet. Come on. Come on, Bullet.
Dementia running through the trench line here.
Bullet, he's right there. He's
Uncontested.
right in the corner. There you go. Turn around, Bullet. Turn around.
Is Dementia going to take out Sleeping Sleepy?
9PZ is
runs
still
right
not
by him.
necessarily figured out where this garrison is. Without even taking this garrison down, they're able to take the point. I'll tell you what, that is something. Bullet takes out 2 that spawn off the garrison out of 3. He takes out all 3. I'll tell you what, that was something. I did not expect 9PZ to take that without getting the garrison down, and they certainly did. They surrounded them, didn't even rush in, just slowly took them out.
Good sector control right there by 9PZ.
That was really interesting. That was a really nice cap, I'll tell you that. Is this a garrison or an outpost? This is a outpost. Is it going to turn into a garrison right now? And Pathfinders has just put down a garrison in C5. Trying to keep up the pressure on 9PZ's front door.
Looks like Adrenaline here on the Pathfinders is trying to protect his outpost. Seth Nasty pushing in with
if you
a
look
shotgun.
at the map right now, 9PZ does have great control. Well done to take it back. It looked really dicey there for a second. I wasn't really sure how that was going to play out, and they somehow pulled it together and got organized and found a way to take that back. That was beautiful.
I'd like to see a nice front door Gary go up here by 9PZ. I like their Gary
Yeah,
system
this
for
is an
Elsenborn,
interesting
but they need
Gary
to-
setup. I mean, it will work for now, but I'll be honest, I would
doesn't-
like to see a little bit tighter of a radar system here. Pathfinders is going to be able to get a big push in from map edge here.
If they could get a Gary,
squad.
if they could get a Gary right in the trees, right where about where Actor Jack is sitting, that would help with that front door push.
Yep.
Because now it looks like Pathfinders are starting to spread out a little bit.
Yeah,
Already.
9PZ is a good setup. It doesn't look like there's a ton of OPs on the map, and granted it is 35, so you're not going to get too many, but it'll be interesting to see what happens here. 9PZ does not know that there's a garrison up there. However, with the amount of Pathfinders guys that are here, if 9PZ doesn't get this map edge under control as they start to push into the dugout, it's going to be really interesting. Pathfinders will be able to sneak right in through these trees and be right on their front door.
Now Pathfinders does have a medium, I believe, on dugout. Which
So
will cause
9PZ
some
did
issues.
get their tank situation together a little bit. It looks like they have a Sherman still, and they are bringing up a Jumbo as well. That Jumbo is going to be Canadian's crew.
If that Jumbo can get a sight line to this P4 that's sitting right here. on
Where's that
dugout.
P4?
It is right on dugout. Yep. Just east of where the Artie came down.
I'll tell you what, Doc, that is not a P4.
Is that a Tiger? I'm sorry.
That is a Tiger.
That is a
You
Tiger.
have a Tiger tank sitting right on the point.
My apologies. My
with
tank
a repair
identification
station
is
right
terrible.
behind it. I'll tell you what, that is going to be really interesting. Where's their Gary on the point?
Let's see if we can find it.
Oh, I thought that's.
Yeah, Harry Holla. Okay, you know, yes, good house. Tank identification sucks. Okay, not good at that. I see tank. I go. There's a tank with a big gun. It kills people. All right, all right.
All right. 9PZ is pushing in from the barn. However, I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to be really careful how you push in from here because there is just an open field right here. You could sneak in through this tree line, which does lead in right to their front door. NPZ does still have good control of their point Elsenborn. They got a recon team back behind them, but Thankfully, the
Demonic
one
goes
thing
down.
9PZ did do really well, which I appreciate, is not putting their Gary right on the point. However, the issue with that is that there is a sniper running up to their Gary right at this moment, and unless he is blind, he is going to take out this garrison. But, Doc, the one thing you did not see coming, well, maybe you did, is this guy from Pathfinders is completely blind. He ran right by the garrison.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Now, I'm going to be honest, you know, lucky for 9PZ, because this garrison is right in the friggin' wide open. And this recon guy is not exactly reconning, I'll tell you that. Oh, 9PZ does have a little bit of a flank around this garrison. It'll be really interesting to see if they're able to get eyes on this. Honky, his squad lead, is right over here. If he looks to his left, he's going to see guys, and
we have
he's
a
going to
trade.
see garrison.
Seth was nasty, just traded.
Honky. Oh, Honky. No, sir. Help me help you. Turn around. You're getting shot at, and you know it.
Crash with a loaded machine gun with an
Lucky for you,
entire
Mrs.
squad
Clanker
around
said
him.
not today. Oh, never mind. I don't know. Mrs. Clanker ran away. Ooh.
Oh, and Crash goes down. Crash goes down.
And Honky saves himself. He said, fuck that guy. Honky gets an MG. Ooh. What's the play here? I wouldn't. I would. I would. Now I love what Honky was able to do in recovering. However, I was hoping that he'd be able to hear those shots to his left as he ran up, because he did run right by their front door garrison. And now he's getting himself flanked by those guys as he pushes in. It was a great recovery, though. It'll be really interesting to see if 9PZ figures out that Gary's there, because while they do have a decent setup in front, they got two Garys protecting their front door. If Pathfinders decides to get ballsy like they did in the beginning of the game, I'm not really sure what could happen there.
For all you people watching my stream right now, if you could please subscribe to my YouTube channel, get the subscribe ratings up, I greatly appreciate it. Oh, Chastity sitting back here. He's got a squad leader and an engineer right next to him at this garrison.
So Doc, let's
Chastity goes
here.
down, and they definitely see this garrison now.
The interesting thing for me here is this is kind of the point where 9PZ has a good Gary setup, but the OPs are in an interesting line. I see what they're trying to do. However, we are scattering, and that's what worries me right now. We have two recon teams a little deep, which is alright. They are somewhat trying to form a line. However, the issue with this is you have a huge gap in between, as well as the fact that they completely missed that front door Gary that Pathfinders has in C5.
The Gary that's getting taken out, Pathfinders finally found this Gary, and there is no 9PZ around. I would have thought Thomas would have turned around and take care of it, but he keeps on chugging.
Is Chas saving his Gary with a strafe? No, he missed it.
He was killed at that Gary, so I don't think he would have respawned in time.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Is
he going to save it? He's got the strafe. He's got the strafe. Nope, he is not able to get it, but is he going to get a little bit of revenge? Oop, did I miss it? I might have missed it. Anyway, back to what you were...
together here.
Back to what you were saying about the OPs.
We're separated right now.
The
OPs
thing
are... Go ahead, Doc.
It definitely divides 9PZ. If the vertical line of OPs is it just kind of cuts everyone in half. If they could get it horizontal across that map edge, get a better radar system. But now it's just like it doesn't set up for a good radar system. So you have no idea if anybody flanks at this point, other than just having bodies out in the middle of nowhere.
Where the hell was that strafe for? Well, whatever it was, it didn't do shit.
Flat
All right,
butt plug doing some
got
work.
a little bit control over here on this map edge side, pushing into dugout. But this is what I was talking about before: is when you have this line set up the way that you do, I suppose there's a little bit more control now with these 3 squad leads and their OPs back behind, but when you set up like this, you know, you're almost forcing the separation. And when you're playing in 35s, you can only separate yourself so much. It's really hard to take control of the map when you're doing it 3 people at a time. And as you're seeing now, Honky was able to push up, and they are starting to work their way through this area on map edge. However, they completely went by this garrison, which forces the separation. And now they're going to have a huge gap between them and the rest of the team. 9PZ is definitely taking control of their front line, though, or at least they were, as Pathfinders is trying to push in right down the middle of the map. Oh, 9PZ's Jumbo just got ricocheted. Where are they engaging? Are they engaging the Tiger on... I'll tell you what.
I believe they are.
Down... Yeah, I believe this Tiger just went down. The Tiger did go down. I'm not sure how. If that was an engagement with...
Scoozy able to defend. Scoozy's got a rocket coming right at him. Turn right, Colton. Nope, Colton goes down to Pusak. Pusak has a rocket out. He's about to get right behind Canadian.
King Ant, you have got to turn around, my guy.
One rocket goes in the back of Canadian. King Ant does finally take him out. However, it looks like this Jumbo is going to need some repairs here shortly. They need to take control of this house.
Yep, King Ant was able to take down 2 of them, which was clutch.
Oh, good rocket by Leroy Jenkins.
Smack diddled. Oh boy.
Another good rocket, and the Jumbo goes
down. That's a huge kill. That's a tough break for 9PZ, as that leaves the middle of the map really open for them. You know, this is an interesting point setup here. With the space in between 2 points is really, really open. It's hard because you need to have full control of that, but at the same time, it is hard to make a push in there. And right now, what's happening in 9PZ is kind of similar to map edge. Is they're pushing in, but they are leaving their flanks open.
I do like their OP placement.
However, they have a lot of guys in this middle, and they are starting to push up in this front door.
I do like the OP placement for more of an attack right now. It definitely is surrounding the point. Should be, yes, I think, a little more spread out. One goes down.
I would like to know where Pathfinders have their garrison on the strong point. I have not been able to locate it. I see a couple OPs. Pathfinders is starting to build up. Is he building a repair station, maybe? Yep, he is building a repair station. 9PZ really is pushing in this front door, using that tree line to their advantage. How does it look on map edge over here? Their garrison on one of the fronts is locked out. Yep, garrison goes down. Nine PZ was never able to figure out that they had this front door garrison here. That was a really clutch position for Pathfinders to have.
9PZ is starting to take point.
Yeah, I see. They were able to work their way in through the middle. It seems like they were able to maybe clear up this east side of their point.
Dogwater goes down to Adrenaline.
If they can win a few gunfights here. Pathfinders only has a few guys. Ah, there's their garrison. Their garrison's in the trench. Just on the east side of the circle. That's decent. I'll tell you what, for such an open point, that's a little well hidden. 9PZ is going to have to get one hell of a push, as they are losing some gunfights.
The only thing that worries me, did Pathfinders redeploy back here? Yeah, it looks like they have redeployed to go on the defensive. They did have a decent amount of numbers up here at Elsinborn
Yeah, the push
Ridge.
that 9PZ had is slowly trickling down. They did lose some gunfights, which did not play to their advantage at all.
The only benefit is it took some of the offensive players from Pathfinders and pushed them back, which it definitely relieved some pressure. Is that an airhead coming down for 9PZ? It is.
Interesting. They do. They have an airhead coming down. Is it in cover too? It's in a little bit of cover. You know, you're a friggin' genius, then maybe you can get this. Plane going up. Easy's push is going to come from. It looks like it's going to come up right up their front door. They've got to get in there and win some gunfights. Heavy tanks, they settled and waited for their 2 heavy tanks to start making their push. I'll tell you what, if these jumbos start working their way in, they will absolutely be able to take this midpoint back with having taken that Tiger down before, unless I'm miscalculating. I don't know, could Pathfinders have gotten 2 Tigers up by now and worked their way back up?
Buttplug has taken out that Gary on point, so that...
Buttplug with the excellent Gary takedown. 9PZ's newest member showing off in style.
Well, if he's able to get a flank,
Buttplug and
take out
After
this
Jack
another
are working
OP.
their way in.
If he's able to turn right and get that OP,
sneaky.
and it looks like he's going for it.
And a couple OPs.
There's one
Mr.
OP.
Infantry.
Oh, they spawned on it though.
Plug.
That is unfortunate timing for
Dude,
Buttplug.
that was shit luck, man. That was a good play. I'll tell you what, Doc, this airhead is still good. It's a little open, but again, it's in a position where if you're an AT guy, you got to be a real friggin' genius to hit this thing. And this AT guy himself that is right in front, he ain't seeing shit.
Well, the problem is he's got that tank right in that broken down tank in the line of sight, and it's also downhill. And with it being a smaller structure, I doubt he's able to see it.
I mean, look at his name. What are the chances he's toasted right now? Too? You know, he probably just isn't paying attention.
If you're not toasted, are you really playing? You know.
Toasted in chili. Those guys stayed alive off that OP that went down. Tell you what, if 9PZ's smart here, I'm making a big old push. 9PZ's going to leave one jumbo in the blue, and they're going to bum rush one in. Now, here's the question, is what is going to happen now as this Tiger that was just pinged out rolls up. Oh, this is going to be really interesting because this Tiger and a recon tank are going to be rolling up these sets of buildings, which is actually going to be looking at the side of Canadian's tank. If the Tiger knew what was happening right here, he could push up and make a huge play. But I'm not sure that they're going to be able to save their plate from being taken here. Looks like the recon tank may get ballsy and bum rush in there and try to save the day. And Flank is going for the move. There's no flank in this play here. He's going straight in the front door. Or might I say she.
9PZ definitely has a commanding
however,
presence.
They are still keeping the push up. Oh, this jumbo pushed up. Oh, and they're getting rocketed. And I'll tell you what, Pathfinders has a huge flank coming in with a Gary that they had that nobody marked. They will be able to take this point, but if 9PZ does not turn around, their jumbo is going to be in big trouble here.
And takes one round.
Both of their jumbos are going to be in big trouble here.
Thomas is still not turning. He took one rocket, takes a second rocket.
But they have got to figure their shit out. They might want to turn and look at these guys, because I'm wondering if they see something else that we don't. There could be another heavy tank for... Oh,
looks like Dementia's coming over.
That's what they see. I'll bet they see this Tiger, and they're not turning for shit.
Fusak with the long range comes up short.
Yep, he did end up turning and backing in, but they are still keeping their sightline down there. They know that Tiger's there. They're not playing around. This is going to be really interesting.
I'm worried with Leroy Jenkins running right up behind Thomas now. He's backing right up into him, takes a rocket.
I'll tell you what, they did lose that Gary, which is clutch for 9PZ because they got a big-ass push coming in right in their ass right now.
Thomas is now taking 4 rockets.
Yeah, Thomas is taking a lot of rockets and still surviving. I'm not sure how 9PZ's infantry is not turning around and freaking out. If I was Thomas, I'd be freaking out in red chat right now saying, help me. But in the same token, if I was that driver, I would have gotten the hell out of there. That was That was something. Leroy Jenkins seems to be out of rockets. There's nothing he can do.
He did. He fired 2 into Thomas.
He did, yep. Okay.
But now he's just running around the point uncontested.
I'll tell you what, for having the midpoint, 9PZ does not have a ton of control. Oh, you know what? I speak again. They got a spawn off. They were able to take over both sides here. Yep.
They're pushing up now.
Pathfinders, however, has a mass spawn coming off AA battery. This is a very interesting point setup where these points are very close together.
Looks like
you get tunnel vision looking at one of these points, you are very, very susceptible to one of those flanks.
Looks like Pathfinders have a supply drop coming out here.
I'll tell you what, honestly, if I was Pathfinders, I would be setting up that area right where they had it before, because 9PZ had no friggin' clue that it was there.
Well, they just dropped supplies over here in the, what is this, G7 sector, right behind Cowabunga. I don't think he knows it was
If I could be so bold, I'm not so sure I'd be facing this way with a jumbo, with my ass facing AA battery. That seems like a risky play. They do have cover, I suppose. No, they don't. The other jumbo's way back here getting repaired. I'll tell you what, Thomas took a literal fuck ton of rockets and somehow survived that. Props to that man
down on
for
the barn.
putting on the right armor today, because that saved his ass. 9PZ throws a pretty solid recon plane. They're able to get some good eyes on what's going on over there. I wonder if this jumbo is going to go and get in position to engage this Tiger.
9PC definitely needs to push out more to the east on this map and take over. There's this barn sitting right here just off the point. If they can get control of that barn, and then even the broken down house to the left of it, where the jumbo's facing.
Tiger's sitting just watching the trees. Interesting. There's only one building that's blocking. It's right on the strong point, right in front of it, on the northwest side. Sitting behind buildings. There's only one building that's blocking the sight line between. Ooh, was there a ricochet there? Did somebody just get engaged by a tank?
There he is.
Chaz, I'm gonna be real. I think you just killed your own team with that strafe. I think. Alright, let's look up here with the map. Let's get up here a little bit. 9PZ does have good control over dugout. They're getting in an ammo box down below. I like it. They're getting ready to pop their flares. This is a real opportunity to have full control of the map. I really like the way 9PZ is setting up their garrisons. However, one of them is getting locked out right now. Can King Ant save this? The garrison goes down. Can he kill the guy and get another Gary back up? Pathfinder's 5-rib mup.
Oh, Pathfinders have a recon tank at this barn.
What are you doing, bro? Pick a team.
Dementia able to take out.
Pathfinder's recon tank is gets one shot in it and kills the AT guy. There's a jumbo right next to this recon tank. Jumbo, you better turn around and blow this thing up. Now you got eyes on it. Kaboom.
There it goes.
Nice. That was
well done there. Well done there, Thomas. Looks like Pusak and Leroy Jenkins. Canadian is getting satcheled.
Canadian did not have eyes.
There's that satchel right there. 3 kilograms of hell on the side of the tank.
He just caught it. He knows he got satcheled. Will he be able to do something about it? Canadian, this is your time to shine, buddy.
Canadian goes down. And so does
Bateman goes down. Ooh, just the gunner.
The gunner needs to get out.
Infantry's down. That gunner's got to get that satchel. You better hope you can get it.
Go, Griff. Go, Griff.
Oh! Too late. Too little, too late. That's a huge blow for 9PZ. lucky for them, they have enough fuel to get another heavy up. I assume they're going to be able to do it pretty quickly, but
I will say if you are
that's a tough
sitting,
break.
if you're sitting defensively with a tank, you need one or two guys to give you a little bit of support because you're just a sitting duck. There's no way that someone should get that close on the defensive point. My opinion.
So
Coming
that's
from
the
a
thing about
defensive
this
guy.
map is, you know, there are these open areas, and they have a little bit of cover to get through to these open areas, but if I'm 9PZ, and I know that this is a way to funnel in from their strong point over to our strong point, you've got to have a squad here holding this front door. This is arguably a front door of their strong point just as much as it is the east side of our sector control, and they let this squad kind of funnel right in. The front door control by 9PZ tonight has not been bad, however.
Well done, Dementia. Is he going to be able to get cynical? There's a second. Is he going to get him? Is he going to get him?
9PZ's Gary gets locked out. I'll tell you what, their east side, everything on the map is lit up right now. Literally everything. 2 Garys are going down at the same time. This same fucking Muppet, this Pathfinder 5 rib, what the fuck? Pick a team? What are you doing, dude? Who is this, Colton? You better shoot this shit out of him.
I'm just saying, identity
Please.
issues. Identity issues. Come on, Colton. Come on, Colton.
Identity
and Colton
issues is
down.
crazy. You know what? You don't even know who you are, sir. That's why you're covering your face. That's crazy.
Minimal moon
9PZ
sneaking
is
into the barn.
losing a little bit of control. Their strong point here. They were actually flanked on both sides. Pathfinder's starting to get a little bit of a push here. Did 9PZ just lose a tank? No, they didn't. Something got blown up though. A repair station got blown up. The 76 could very much be satcheled right now. I'm not seeing it.
Minimal movement is trying to get this identity crisis Muppet. He knows where he's at. Just has a very bad angle to get to him. Muppet's got a lot more cover in that hay bale.
They're
And
so focused on holding
Minimal
the
Moon
front
goes
door, which is great, but they are leaving their flanks wide open.
Oh, it looks like we just took a
Let's see where
rocket.
this Gary is. I bet it's over
The
here.
76 just took a rocket by Pusak. Pusak is definitely
Yep, here it is.
causing
There
some
Gary's
havoc.
right here.
Oh, didn't get over that truck.
That's interesting because that's a great attacking Gary, and also at the same token, that's a decent backup Gary, as it gets you pretty quickly into the soft cap. Now, if I'm B-Plug right here, who already made a big play in the last cap, can I get over here and can I see this Gary?
Well done, Arminius, taking out Cynical. This Tiger is starting to get surrounded. If War Daddy is going for the satchel on this Tiger. Is he able to get it off?
Is he?
And
No
the satchel
shit,
is
huh?
on, and Frenchie is also satcheling it. That is a poor communication right there.
Did she try to satchel it too?
There are 2 satchels
Oh,
on this
Frenchie, my
tank.
guy.
There are 2 satchels.
Oh, there's literally 2. But you know what? Hey, listen. In a weird world, that's a decently smart play in the sense of what if one of those TCs gets off and takes off one satchel. It didn't freaking matter. Frenchie,
Nope.
you knucklehead. You should have been protecting your guy, you silly goose.
I wonder if the second satchel... Oh, no, it goes off with it.
Way to play. Well done, boys. That's a big takedown for a tank. The only
Well
thing
done.
I'm really not liking is, again, if you look at the map, they're doing this straight line thing, which I can see why they're doing it based off the setup. However, you're leaving your flanks open like crazy. It's going to be really hard to have full map control, and with 45 minutes left, that's something that you can come back and bite you in the butt.
Yeah, they need to get this spread out a little
Now,
more
B-Plug,
laterally.
this is going to be really interesting. The P4 just killed B-Plug. However, it has no freaking idea that he put an OP down. If they can get an AT guy in there quickly, this dumbass P4 is showing its ass. They can take it down super quick. Holy shit, Plug, what a play. P4, shame on you.
Where are you
Better
seeing that
hope you can
P4
get
at?
an AT guy. I'm going to watch for a second here. Plug, Don't make me sad. Oh, there he is. Frenchie. The man, the myth, the friggin' legend. He also came in with a satchel for a P4.
Don't let me down with this rocket snipe.
I'm gonna like to assume that Frenchie knew ahead of time. Oh, Plug switch over to an engineer. He switched off as a squad lead.
Frenchie, you gotta keep running, bud.
Smart play.
Frenchie does not have rockets. He does have a satchel in hand, so he's making a run for the tank.
Plug's gonna go save his ass. He did. He killed the commander. Can he kill the
Frenchie goes down.
Keep his OP alive?
Frenchie goes down. So that P4 is probably going to escape this. Although now he's just sitting behind here.
Right now. Did he take out this squad lead? Is he going to get on the Gary? I believe they had a Gary over here, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. But I think they did. Maybe it went down already.
B-Plug is now making a run for the tank. I do not see anybody who is going to cause him any trouble. Yeah, Frenchie went down. The commander took out Frenchie.
Is going for the tank. Is Plug going to get shot in the ass? There's no one even freaking behind him. Unless that TC is a genius. He is. He saw him. Wow.
He's able to get on top.
On the tank. He's a G.
Well done by the tank. Well done by the tank. I give props.
Unlucky fucker. That was insane.
Well done on the redirect shot. On the rebound shot. Blowing him off the top of the tank.
Dude, he climbed on top of the tank like a freaking G. Oh, man. That was well done. And now they have an enemy Lux swinging in right behind this P4. Here's the problem with 9PC right now is they are so front door heavy that they don't even know that these tanks are flanking behind.
They do have 76 on the point, though.
Is 9PC is capping, and they have their 76 on the point. Holy shit, man. This is going to be something. The cap is slow. They did stop capping. Pathfinders was able to get a few guys in here. 9PZ either lost some gunfights or got hit by artillery.
So Pathfinders had a big spawn coming from down here where Cowabunga is. I believe he knows where the garrison is. I think he's just trying to sneak his way up.
Is there a garrison? Oh yeah, I see it. Yep.
Right behind the machine gunner. Yep.
He's probably having some fun now.
Until he goes down
he got taken down.
Gavilan?
That's a lot less fun. Oh man.
Looks like Pusox is just going to spray the field with his machine gun, keeping a little defense on that area.
I am going to put my admin cam on this point here as they try to attack here, and I'm going to do a thing real quick.
Go ahead. Do your thing. I do like how 9BZ has this house right now. This two-story house is pivotal. Three-story. My apologies. Three-story. We'll crash in the window. Thomas going to see hopefully he does not get satcheled. He is turning. And he goes down. Woo!
Wow. Oh, cute little
close
spin.
Call.
That was a little show off there. I like it. That was cute.
Well, just keep the machine gun firing. 360. I like it. I like it.
That was very Doc of him to do. No, just kidding. For those of you who don't know, Doc is the biggest roof camper that Hell Let Loose has ever seen.
He's only saying that because he's upset about the last time we really played.
Don't say it. We're not even going to bring up the number. Don't worry about it.
See, he knew exactly what I was talking about.
The number.
Exactly. And it's going to take.
9PZ is going in for the cap again. Let me look here. Pathfinders does not have much. Oh, you know what? They do. They still have that Gary up, I believe. I don't know if Cowabunga was able to ping that. Oh.
Pathfinders, it looks like they've got a squad pushing in the back door.
They do.
I don't think 9PC knows yet. Huge Ass Phantom and Warrat know that they're getting contested. They just don't know from where yet. Warrat takes out
I'll tell you what.
one.
Nick Shadow's so focused on this P4, but they better, Oh, no. Mrs. Clanker. You bad. There you go. There's the one. You got an OP right there. Redeploy. Take that P4 out. Don't bother waiting. 9PZ hopefully is going to call for a retreat here. They lost all their backup garrisons. However, these two front door garrisons they have are ridiculously close to dugout. So my assumption is it's not going to take much. Yeah, they're already defending it.
See, with Nixie's play right there, what I would have done is after spending my 2 rockets, I would have run out in front of that tank and let them kill me. Gets the quicker redeploy, and they think they got me at the same time. I would not have run back towards the OP.
Oh, is she alive right now? Does she go back?
She is still alive.
Oh,
yep.
Baby. Nix, get that tank. Come on.
Problem is she does not have any more rockets.
This will be interesting. While we are getting flanked, we are also making a front door push, and Chast is calling a bombing run on their point. Now, what is really interesting is I believe that garrison was called out, but I think they pinged out the wrong garrison, the wrong ping, because that is not where the garrison was, unless this other one, yep, right here. Yeah, they're going to miss it. It's going to be close, though, but they're going to miss it. Yeah, they didn't really get much of that bombing run. When you call a play like that, you got to know where that garrison is. And
it looks like Cowabunga's going for it.
Wow, Cowabunga is going for the Gary, and it looks like he's going to get it. No contesting. But
well done,
Cynical
Cowabunga.
Was freaking not paying attention.
Oh, he knows about it. He knows now. There's an OP
Gary
right off of Cowabunga,
yep,
though.
I see that. Oh, this is interesting. Well done. Oh, almost very well done. You know, I give him credit, though. Big play for taking that Gary down. That's going to relieve some pressure off 9PZ.
Do they have supplies over here for another one? They got 2 squad leads back here, and it looks like...
As the defense, look, 9PZ completely took back over their point. However, Pathfinders are flanking. They do have a flanking push here. See, the reason why Pathfinders, I'll tell you what, if 9PZ is able to take this point right here, it's for the exact same reason that 9PZ was struggling before. You cannot separate your forces like that. In a 35v35, there is not enough infantry for you to be able to set up flanks like that. You need to be able to stick together and cover the entire area, because you can't control the entire map.
Looks like we got a medium and a heavy for 9PZ rolling up. The medium's rolling up to Elsenborn.
9PZ's back door is riding the struggle bus at the moment.
Is this a Gary back here? They do have a Gary back here in C5 in the middle of the woods. I think that's the issue. Right over here by Seabiscuit, if you see him. He's running. They're all running straight away from
What part of the map is it? C5?
C5. Right at the C5, C4 top right corner. It's right in the trees here, and I think that's going to keep causing issues. So they might...
Interesting.
And what is this? Supplies coming down for 9PZ.
I'll tell you what. There's a stationary tiger on the Charlie mark down there. Precision Strike is on cooldown, so they're not going to be able to use it. Morad desperately wanted that P-Strike taking that tiger down. How's Chast doing on resources? Yeah. A battery is a tough point to tank, you know, when you have that garrison set up all the way back behind. If you don't flake around and take this, that's got to be one hell of a front door push.
Did they get another garrison back up on AA?
So, Doc, we've seen an hour of the game. What are you thinking from 9PZ so far?
I'm seeing good and bad moments. I don't like how spread they are. That's the biggest thing right now. Is if they could get a little bit tighter around AA battery and get a tank up with them, I think they'd be able to wipe through this point. But they are spread so thin, without winning gunfights, they're not going to be able to take it. Defensively, they're pretty sound. I just don't like this Gary. I think they're looking for this Gary that's back here. Scoozy's nearby.
Sure. Yeah.
Or their tank is right here, which worries me. Although he's just sitting here.
Map control is an interesting thing in 35s. It's a completely different setup. You know, we've
Thomas
seen
getting out for
ourselves.
the pistol engagement. Is he gonna get him? Nope, he hops back in the tank.
The
But
engine is
dog
killer
water takes him
Jumbo.
down. And Thomas's
Jumbo
tank
goes down. That was one hell of a
goes
shot.
down.
Who is that? Cheeks Scalper.
Cheeks clapper. Come on, man.
Oh, it was that far away. Sorry, dude.
That's
I had
alright.
to
That's
zoom
alright.
in.
But
Cheeks
that Gary,
Clapper.
if Phantom's able to get this Gary,
Oh boy,
he's going straight for it. But Cheeks clapper.
and he's about to get Cheeks Clapper's blind as a bat. Psych.
Well, Phantom is definitely going to call out that the Gary is on his
He
body.
hit the AT guy. Those are good shots by Cheeks Clapper. Little bitch.
Get a little POV for Cheeks. What a shot! Again, dog water goes down, and Cheeks clapper is definitely just protecting this Gary right now.
I'll tell you what, he's got one hell of a sight line right here, keeping this Gary safe. I don't like this guy. He looks funny. Now this is the one. Now 9PZ has good things about the map right now, and not great things. I see the Gary network is pretty decent. I would like another Gary maybe up in D6, but I'm not really sure about what this Gary's doing all the way back for A. Maybe that's for recon.
Good trigger discipline
really
here for
kind of
Rumsfeld.
spread out. We are starting to kind of close in together. But this is a tough point. The way that 9PZ is pushing in right now, you're giving yourself a lot of open area. And what you didn't know is that there was a tank right friggin' behind you, ready to bitch slap you as you're coming in. They got
Frenchie
a
now
Tiger sitting
knows.
here.
Frenchie knows about the Tiger. I'd like to see a ping go down on that Tiger.
Well, hopefully Frenchie brought his satchel this time and he's able to do a sneaky, but right now it looks like he's about to do a little fucking blowing up.
Turbo is sitting behind
Where's your
this Tiger.
bazookas, Frenchie?
Gotta use the bazookas. I can't stress it enough. Look at my previous posts. Look at the
You're
previous
Americans,
posts.
dude. You got the M1. Use them bazookas, bro.
So 9PZ is
Oh,
still
what
trying
just
to
went
push
down
the way.
here? Was that 9PZ's tank? Oh no, that was just a transport
No,
truck.
transport
I was about
truck.
to say. Phew. Phew. What I didn't realize is 9PZ's tanks were already taken down. We got a heavy rolling up and a light. We are starting to cap with some pressure, but the way we're set up right now,
But see,
I'll tell you what, we're gonna have to see how this plays out.
if Pathfinders
gonna have
moves
to
their
be
tank
some-
in a point, then now they got a repair station and a garrison right behind this Tiger. This Tiger and the Lux.
9PZ. Oh wow, okay, interesting. 9PZ's gonna have to win some serious gunfights here in order to keep this up.
So they have a Tiger and a Lux right next to each other, with a repair station and a Gary, and that Lux just absolutely.
Was that Frenchie?
No, Frenchie's
Just got clapped?
Frenchie is coming up on the Lux, and
No way.
with a
Is he?
satchel.
Frenchie, you know what? I'm gonna be honest though. If he can get this, that's a big play.
If I was Frenchie,
He might be
I
able
would
to
let
get
that.
both.
I
And
would
even
let
if
that
he
Lux
doesn't get
go.
both, he
I
could
would
get-
go
he could
around the
get
back.
Oh, that's the Tiger's cover.
Oh,
Oh, he made the jump too.
oh!
Man, Frenchie.
He legitimately just
You know
ate
what?
that HE
Props to him
round.
though. That was a hell of an effort.
It was close, but he definitely had HE round for
If
breakfast.
he had gotten that satchel off and nobody had known, that would have been some shit. Imagine if he had gotten that off, taking out a Garrison, a Lux, and a Tiger all at once.
80 score would have gone up
unfriggin' real.
100%.
Well, I'm assuming that they pinged out. They did. They pinged out the Artie right on this Gary. They want. Who is this on Artie? Is this Haggard or Honky?
I believe it's
They want
Honky.
Haggard absolutely
Oh, it's Haggard?
slapping that Garrison. I'm haggard. I'm shelling that thing all freaking day. Till
Frenchie switches over to rockets, puts one into the Lux, however, goes down.
You know what? Good for him. Maybe he heard me. And now
my man Kevin hiding in the bunker, doing the Lord's work from a bunker. I love it.
9PZ has their tanks set up on the main road, just behind dugout. They're going to sit a little bit more defensively. With 28 minutes left, 9PZ has a choice. They really could keep on the pressure and try to take this 4th point. Sounds like they are going to make a push here.
The way Pathfinders are spread out, I think they still keep up the pressure. I think if they try and sit back on the defensive point, since they're so spread out now, I think they'd be able to get a decent OP and Gary system up, which would really cause some issues on that point.
Now, do you keep your tanks back here, or do you send them up with your boys?
Me personally, I'm sending one up. I'm sending.
Send that light up.
At least. I wouldn't want the light to sit on the defensive point because if that gets taken out, it's kind of useless.
My point of view is this: is with 25 minutes left, if I send that light up, have him, do what he can. Hopefully, he can do something. You get that second heavy up for the end of the game. Doesn't really matter how many tanks you lose throughout the match.
9PZ loses a
garrison.
garrison.
If you're able to have those heavies up at the end of the game, it changes everything.
That is one thing I will say 9PZ needs to work on is when their Garys are going red, and I'm seeing infantry around it, but they're not picking up on it. So they need to start checking their maps a little bit better. Seth Nasty with a rocket that misses. Colton takes out one, takes out two. Well done, Colton. And then takes one from behind. The two infantry that took out the garrison right here east of dugout that 9PZ had.
Copy that. Pathfinders still have this Tiger sitting right on AA battery. It's now worked its way pretty much right into AA.
You know he's there, King out. Take him. Kevin coming up from behind. Well done. Well done. Kevin, my man.
Well, well, well. What you didn't see coming was this. Pathfinders decide to switch some infantry over to tanks. And they now have 2 Tigers and a Lux up. This is going to be a really interesting time for 9PZ and Pathfinders. If Pathfinders realized what 9PZ had for tanks, they could take a chance here. And they could send 2 of those tanks to engage. And they could leave 1 heavy up behind. And they would still have tank supremacy.
Knowing what we know, 9PZ really needs to make a push onto this point then. They need to make a push, take out the 1 Tiger and the Lux that are already on this point before that next Tiger comes up.
They have to send AT. If I'm 9PZ, I'm calling for Artie right on these houses right here. Having another strong point's great, but you got to be able to take this little area as you push in.
Are you talking to houses that Squatch and Frenchie are right around?
Yep, they're pushing in right now.
Like I was saying earlier, I think this section of houses is very vital for AA battery. If you can hold that 3-story house, put an MG in that house, and overlook AA battery, that is quite the move. Frenchie bandaging up. Good bit of suppression by Crash.
Dementia's got a decent sidelight with this machine gun here. I'm hoping he can do something with it. You spray and pray, buddy. They got 2 guys coming up on the tank, but nothing that anybody can do.
Kevin again.
Finally, we got some guys.
Well done, Kevin. I can't say it
enough. Get in here and do something about this. Now you hope that 9PZ can get some eyes on these tanks and at least spot out the fact that there's 3. So 9PZ's tanks can prepare for what the hell is about to happen. Because I don't know about this. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a real interesting time right now. This is going to change the end of the game.
And I kind of like Pathfinder's tactic here. They've got both Tigers pushed forward with the Lux sitting behind it as almost tank support with the tank. Clearing off anybody that might run up until they make their push.
We have done this in 35s on specifically Foy, where we've been able to take and pull out 3 tanks in a 35 match, where it can really change the tide of the match if you play it right. And this is an interesting map to do it on, with all the tree coverage. I personally think that this is a really interesting play. I'm not sure if I like it. I think this could either pay off really, really well for Pathfinders, or it could completely screw them, because if I'm 9PZ right now, and I see that there's 2 Tigers here, I'm sending every freaking AT guy we have on our team to go try to take these things out. Because they gotta get taken out before
and it
the
looks
end,
like
before we get
Chassis
close to this match.
has pinged one of them. So 9PZ definitely has to know they've got all 3 here. It's just whether or not they're going to be able to get around to him. It looks like Flappy is going in for the satchel. If he's able to get this satchel, that is going to be huge for 9PZ.
Frenchie is going for the satchel. Let's go, Frenchie.
But again, that Lux is right behind him, spinning around to cover him.
Can Frenchie get on the tank?
He is on the tank. It is satchel.
He's got the satchel on the Tiger. No way. Frenchie could have potentially just made the biggest play of the game if this satchel gets... This squad lead has got to protect this. E-plug has got to make sure that this satchel doesn't get taken off.
Squad lead is having an issue getting on top of the tank.
I don't know if it's close enough to that Lux.
Oh, I think this Tiger's going down. There's no way.
Is it close enough to the Lux? No way. He's backing up. He's going to take down both tanks.
Nope. He's redirecting.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Nope. One tank
One
is down.
Tiger
That's
is down.
a great play.
And War Daddy is getting ready to satchel the other Tiger. It has no idea. And it is now satcheled.
Frenchie and War Daddy just made the plays of the game, saving it for 9PZ. Don't quote me because there's still 20 minutes left, but I would put my money on it that 9PZ is able to take this one after making 2 huge satchels. This Tiger has no freaking
no idea this tank is satcheled. And the Lux is now taking rockets. Well done by 9PZ to get the ATs out here.
Now, one thing I was going to pride Pathfinders on.
No way, Ginger Squawk.
About spotting AT, but I was wrong because their TCs blew it at a very crucial time.
So the Lux is still alive. It has 1 rocket in it, so 1 more rocket should do it if aimed correctly.
9PC still doesn't have much pressure on the point, but I'll tell you what, that was the biggest thing they could have done, because now, even with them starting to lose the point...
Oh, Dementia with a rocket so close.
Haggard with an excellent arty kill that just instantly defended the point. Didn't even need our infantry to come in, because he just smacked the shit out of that guy. However, Pathfinder's now got an OP in the dead center of the strong point.
Dementia's making his way to try and go towards his tank. I believe he's out of rockets.
Got a half track right here in the trees.
If Huge Ass is able to drop a box for Dementia to get him some more rockets, he is sitting right behind this Lux and can take it out with 1 rocket. Oh, and Dementia goes for the redeploy.
Make one hell of a play. Colton's got 3 guys in front of him, Air Blaster included, who switched over to Pathfinders.
And a ricochet by Sasquatch.
Could have been great,
and
buddy.
A good rocket. With the Lux fellas, you gotta shoot.
Former tanker just absolutely smacking down their infantry. He gets killed by the last guy, but he took 3 or 4 with him.
With a long-range rocket by Frenchie that's missed. 9BZ's put 3 rockets right into the front of this Lux. You gotta get on the side or behind it. You cannot shoot it from the front. Otherwise, you're just gonna go through rockets. 9BZ
is starting to lose the point, but it's really not much pressure that Pathfinders are putting on. 9PZ just needs a squad to fall back and make a big play with a couple kills here. That
Lux still alive. Let's go back to There's not a lot of pressure, but there's not much 9PZ. I don't see anybody except for King Ant, Colton, and Seth Nasty
They
running
did
up
just
into the
call a full
point.
retreat, so I'm interested to see how quickly they can get back. This would be now a great time for some squad swapping for A&M. There's really a lot of OPs in the red zone right now. I don't know. This is a really interesting...
Oh,
I'm
and
not sure. Pathfinders may take this point.
Chassis just lost.
This is what I was talking
track.
about. It doesn't take much infantry. Oh, man.
They have a
Right
reinforced
from
down.
under our noses. They're defending. They're
This
defending.
heavy tank
They got some guys in.
The heavy tank pushing up is definitely going to help.
No, they're losing now.
That heavy tank needs to haul ass, keep that thing in 4th gear, and keep on pushing. If that heavy gets in point, they'll be fine. So he's close.
Now, if C&D squad can hustle their asses in, they can really secure this. They gotta run. This is gonna be real freaking close.
I think the cap is going to go to Pathfinders. Yep, and they take the point. If 9PZ can quickly get back in here and clear this point out, they might be able to take it back. But Leroy Jenkins is going for the ass shot on Canadian. Oh! And something just blows him up. I have no idea what just blew him up. But he goes down. But it looks like
starts the cap already.
But it looks like
they've got some OPs up. If they can squad swap over.
Oh, Canadian's about to get satcheled. And oh, good defense. Good defense here by 9PZ to keep the satchel from happening. I believe that was Tonka.
A machine gunner took the OP, Crash took the OP, but they got to spawn off of 4 guys.
And Artie
with the huge Artie kill, and just took out 4 guys with that one Artie shell, and
Haggard just
starts the cap.
A foot-long link of
took
sausage
the point by himself.
And slapped
Holy
it right
shit.
onto Pathfinder's face with that Artie shot.
Somebody take that Haggard meme, GIF thing, whatever we have, and post that ASAP, because he is the reason we took this point back.
Nixie Shadow shoots
Holy
his Cynical
shitballs.
and takes out the OP. Well done, Nixie. Well done, Clanker's wife. Well done.
That's
or Clutches.
No,
well, you know what? It's 9PZ.
No,
We're all
Clanker,
family.
But it's Clanker, but he's Mrs. Shadow, dude, or Mr. Shadow, bro.
That's what I said. I thought you were correcting me. She
Mr.
does what?
Shadow. He's not Clanker.
Oh, well, he's forever Clanker in my heart. Uh-oh. It's Canadian.
Looks like they are going to take this point, but they are scattered. They have a medium tank coming in. Oh, interesting.
I believe Canadian. I'm not sure if Canadian was satcheled or not. However, Griff is the only one in the tank, so if he was not satcheled,
I don't think he is yet. But
he will be shortly because he is not mobile now. The gunner is only one left in that tank.
Yeah,
he was satcheled.
They were satcheled. No shit. Wow, and they still got the point.
Good recap by 9PZ.
No, yeah, Pathfinder's still a lot of guys over here, though. 9PZ's going to have to win some gunfights. They do have a pretty decent line right now of infantry.
I would like to see a couple more Garys go up, though. We only have one on point, one at the blue line. Looks like
9PZ's got to get a heavy in here ASAP.
King Ant, is he getting a Gary up on the supplies? It looks like he is. Well done. Well done.
So 9PZ made a huge play with taking out those Tigers earlier. It has been a decent amount of time. It makes me wonder, will Pathfinders be able to get up a couple tanks in time? What was their fuel situation like before? Can they make a big play?
It already looks like Pathfinders are putting the pressure back on this point. They're already starting to cap again. Good
yeah, but we're defending,
wave,
and now 9PZ's capping.
Nice little spawn wave from the Garrison on
what
point.
What you didn't know is that 9PZ has eyes on this Tiger. Crash is a support guy jumping on this tank. Not sure what he's doing there. Dementia has bazookas, and he's using them. There's one. I'll tell you what. this is not what I saw coming. Is 9PZ going to be able to... No, not so much here. They got 2 shots. They get 2 shots in the Tiger. They did. Dementia was able to. I see. I'm not sure if I would chase it here. I'm curious to see what he's doing.
Was he able to get a resupply from...
No, he hasn't resupplied. That would have been one hell of a play there. He did have the support guy. I'm not sure if Crash had the AT ammo for him.
Sure. But now that Tiger is pushing into this
Tiger's
point.
making one hell of a push right into the point. All it needs is one AT shot. However, I'm looking in the strong point here. I'm seeing one AT guy on the other side. And that's it.
Dementia is staring at the ass of this tank going, oh, just give me a rocket. Just give me one rocket. Honestly, where King Ant is moving, if he could get an OP right there and get an AT guy right off of there, run down this tree line, he's got a great shot at this Tiger.
That is a fantastic recon plane. He was able to get pretty much everyone on that. And what I didn't know was that they have another tank on their point. What do they have? A medium P4. So maybe they didn't have as much fuel as I thought.
Are they about to precision this? Good precision takes out the Tiger.
Good precision. Tiger's down.
Time for good gunfights.
I'll tell you what, they're contesting, but they definitely would have been losing with that Tiger in.
Good spawn wave right there. Pusak sneaking up from behind
still
though.
Alive. Our medium did a huge flank around.
That Gary's got to be locked out here shortly.
Far away from where we need them to be.
Pusak is making his way towards the Gary on point for 9PZ. He's going for it. He is going for it, and there's a spawn wave off of it. He's got a rocket out. He's able to take the Gary. And he's still alive. Minimal Moon better get some revenge on him right here. Well done, Minimal. And he throws a knife just for good extra measure. But here comes Leroy Jenkins running into the point now.
Pathfinder's making a huge push on our front door. Bringing the supply truck in and everything. They got the confidence that they're going to take this point here. Can 9PZ pull something together and win some gunfights.
9PZ losing that Gary is huge on this point. That's the problem.
They've got a Gary up. Gary's locked out. 9PZ's going to have to win some gunfights here. And they have a P4 driving straight into the point.
This is not looking good. I need to see some ATs out here.
We are defending. We did get some guys in. They got pushed up. 9PZ has a quick turnaround and what looked like a shit ton of Pathfinders guys pushing in.
Oh, they do have a Garrison on point now.
Looks like a shit ton of 9PZ guys pushing in.
Garrison on point plus the Garrison out in D6 is what saved this point if they're able to continue holding and defending.
The recovery is... Well done. Well done with the recovery. Pathfinders are making another push, though. This is the interesting thing here. There's so little space between the 2 points.
The medium and the Tiger or the medium and the P4 are engaging. Oh.
And he ricocheted. That P4 is down. Wow.
Well done, Thomas.
Excellent win. Excellent win of a gunfight.
And what
the only AT guy that was near that Sherman is now down.
PF Hunt.
And 9PZ just clears out everybody in the point.
Takes out their supply truck as well.
Except for one guy.
Pusak. Man, Pusak has been causing...
Impressive.
Pusak has been stirring shit up all night. And he goes down, I believe, to Flappy.
Who took him down? That was...
I believe it was Flappy.
Flappy. Yep, Flappy it was.
King Ant providing a little bit of tank support for the Sherman as they're repairing.
Now this is where the medium needs to be.
Now I do see an airhead coming down for 9PZ.
No, they got supplies coming down.
Oh, that supply is not an airhead. There's an airhead already down. And it just went away.
I'll tell you what, the way Pathfinder's is set up, if 9PZ was to put an airhead down, I'll tell you what, that would be really something. They'd probably be able to make a huge play right now, but they got a lot of guys. Look at this. Look at the 9PZ protection, the sector control. They are slowly pushing these guys out. They've got the west side covered. They've got a couple squads over here just cleaning them out. They're working their way over on this east side.
Now there is a Gary out here for Pathfinders in G5 by this lone barn.
Yeah, they did set up one. This spot has been interesting for Pathfinders. They have used this a couple times now, where they've been able to get a lot of guys in. However, 9PZ picks up on it this time. You can see them already pushing in. Honky and Nick Shadow are not playing around. They're sniffing out this Gary. Nick Shadow goes down, but they definitely sniff this out. 9PZ's making a big old push. Oh man, their light tank is coming up right behind it. He's gonna drive right into this shit. You better take them all out, my guy.
And none of them have AT,
down.
so he should be clear as long as nobody gets close enough.
He's getting close, but you gotta take out that Gary. There it goes. That's a big play.
Is he about to get satcheled though?
Shoot the ground. There
Well
it is.
done.
Boom.
Well done. Now
Bada bing,
take out
bada
the
boom,
supplies.
baby. That's a big play by this light tank. You may have
Who
just
is
saved
this?
the game there.
Canadian, well done. Griff, Canadian, and Bateman, well done.
Might have just saved the game.
Now there is a
That's
squad
big
lead
play.
here. Oh, with a little bit of a drift.
That was Pathfinder's really only chance to get some serious control there. And they were not able to make it happen.
Oh, uh-oh,
Oh, no
uh-oh.
way. No way.
Uh-oh. This Canadian stuck in this hole. Back out. He's able to get out.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
And looks like P-Biscuit goes
That
down
would've
to
been
King Ant. Well
something.
done.
Ooh, Sherman gets a couple side hits. One in the body, one in the tracks, two in the body.
Oh,
Another one in the tracks,
Oh.
and another one ricocheted. They've taken 4 rockets. If this is Thomas again, I will give Thomas this. He has been getting absolutely fucking hammered by AT.
yes,
This
he
whole
has.
game.
But you know what? He
And I don't
refuses
know-
to go down.
And Haggard just put a smoke on our tank perfectly. I don't know what kind of armor Thomas decided to put on his tanks before this game started. But he woke up and said, not today.
Looks like we got a little bit of action over here in the woods.
9PZ is starting to spread out, but reason being is they're starting to kind of try to push in. It looks like they're leaving their
Well
front
done,
door
Dementia.
open. I don't know, with 6 minutes left, you may want to hunker down here. Enemy garrison down on the red-blue. That might have been a huge play for them. I don't know about you, Doc, but I'm lagging right now. I really hope I don't get booted in the last 5 minutes of this
I
game.
hope you don't either. I'm doing okay on the lag.
It just started out of nowhere. Uh-oh. Oh, down goes Pathfinder's 5-rib pussy face.
Buttplug Frenchie and Actor Jack making a little push. Frenchie takes out Leroy Jenkins.
Oh man, Thomas is getting railed again. Oh no, this is the light tank this time, taking AT rockets.
Good
This
movement
has been
here.
a real interesting staging area for Pathfinders. They've been able to push right in from their strong point.
Good
and
movement
work
here
right
by
into
Frenchie.
dugout.
Good movement here by Frenchie and Buttplug to clear out this tree line.
Where they at? Yep, I see him. Yeah, Buttplug has been having one hell of a game. I'll tell you what, props to Pathfinders. They really have been pestering. At the start of the game, they took the 4th freaking point, and 9PZ has been super resilient. They found a way to pull it together. Serious overpowering.
Oh,
The tactics definitely won them this game. This is a huge win for 9PZ if they can hold on for just 2 more minutes.
Oh, looks like there's a Lux that
Pathfinders
just...
are making a huge push.
Ginger Squatch says, you're not running me over. I'm going to put a rocket up your
side.
ass. Well done, Ginger Squatch.
They have a Tiger somewhere rolling in the dugout.
It looks like Thomas.
It is
Thomas is about to get satcheled. He has no idea this assault player is right behind him.
See, this is what I was talking about before.
He doesn't get the satchel off.
When you have those heavy tanks at the end of the game.
Oh, he is now satcheled.
That can really change something.
Thomas is satcheled. I don't think Thomas knows he's satcheled either. Let's see. Oh, they get out. Scoozy's right on it.
Are making a huge push, but 9PZ is taking the 4th point, trying to relieve some pressure. You hope that if you're 9PZ, that you're able to keep that going.
Well done by Scoozy to get that satchel off the tank. Thomas goes down. He did get the satchel off. Thomas goes down.
Well done, Scoozy. One rocket goes into the Tiger. Is that Nick's Shadow? Excellent hit. Unfortunately, that Tiger's now looking right at you, and rest in peace to you, but that was a good first shot.
And Pathfinders are making one final push.
Lucky for you, this Tiger can't shoot. They're missing. Nick's Shadow has not moved a muscle, and she's not going down.
Bombing run comes in for Pathfinders. Reinforce goes down.
There she goes. Damn.
They need to get that tank back up on this point.
They've got to pull back. You got to hope that 9PZ gets everybody in here now. This is going to be real interesting.
They do have a decent OP setup for the defense, though. So all they need to do is redeploy, and they'll have plenty of cap weight.
9PZ has to start defending. They have to. Pathfinders have a lot of guys in the strong point.
Thomas's tank, I know Thomas went down, but they need just to haul ass back into this point. Keeps going back and forth.
Strong point.
This is going to come down to the last minute.
Chaz still has a bombing run that he's willing to throw down.
Good spawn wave by Phantom and his squad.
If they can hit that, I'll tell you what, 9PZ's defending.
And Phantom puts up a garrison on point.
Absolutely bum rushing.
Well done by Phantom. Trades.
Hasn't been enough time. Has 9PZ? They've won the game. They've already
won the game.
9PZ takes the win. That was excellent. Way to hold off.
Well done by 9PZ.
That was cutting it real close.
And Pathfinders with the last second recon tank going into the point. Shoots a hill.
Chaz throws in a bombing run. Let's see where this hits.
Let's see if he takes out the recon tank that's in this point.
This might do some damage. I'm not really sure yet. Oh, big spawn from 9PZ. And the bombing run goes to... Oh, they took down something.
They took the recon tank. Good bombing run. The first bomb took out that recon tank.
And the Tiger went down. No way. 9PZ says...
9PZ, remember to commend your commander there for that one.
Well played, Chas. Well played, 9PZ. Well played, Pathfinders. This was an all-around well-played game by everyone. Definitely things to work on for 9PZ.
I just want to thank you all for tuning in again.
Hold strong.
Thank you all for tuning in again to the Rock and Doc Show, and make sure again subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you again.
See you fuckers next week.
Congrats, 9PZ.